Now take a look on this fine mesh case. Let me rename the file. So fine mesh, and here we have the medium mesh file. The last time what I did is that I right click on the mesh file, update it, open the setup file, then run the case, and finally solution was updated with when we updated the setup and the mesh. So let's say if I right click here and click on the update upstream components. So what will happen is that it will update everything in the background, and you can see the first it is updating the mesh component in the fine mesh. Just wait for the mesh to be updated here. This will automatically update everything on its own. There is no need to open the Fluent or the meshing software or one by one update them, and this will be updated here automatically. And now it is updating setup component in the fine mesh, starting Fluent in the background, not opening over here. This is my medium mesh file case. So everything is done in the background, and it's loading mesh file and the model information. This is a very powerful feature of the workbench here. Now just wait for this will take the same time as we have for the medium mesh file, but even slightly more because the mesh size double than that size. This is done, and now go back to its containers. Take a look on that thing. You can move this on the bottom side. What I did is that I updated all the components which are upstream of this cell. So right click here now again and click on update. You may try to update this file, so this will also update maybe the previous containers. It will solve the case. Now this time it will solve the case for the complete 500 iterations. You can see now it is initializing solution, and it is also showing now solving the case. This will solve the case for the number of iterations which are provided here, which are 500. It will solve the case for the 500 iteration, then it will solve solution in the same way like we did for the medium mesh. And in a similar way, I just created the container for the very fine mesh and copy the mesh cell to the setup here. And now instead of updating the upstream component, I'm going to update solution component directly here. So click on update. First it is updating the mesh file, then it will update the setup, and finally it will solve the case up to required number of iterations and solve the solution. Now there are three choices. One is that you can open the file in the setup and update the mesh file and run the case. Second is that you can update the upstream component, then update this solution component. Or you can directly update all three components in a one go. And now very fine mesh case is also solved. And let me close the case for the medium mesh here. And after that I will open the very fine mesh case. And never open the case from the setup. Whenever you want to see results, so always open the case from solution cell, or better if you want to post-process results in the CFD post, then make a container for the results, which might be here somewhere, should be somewhere here. It is results. When you make this container, this will directly open in the CFD post. That will make connection between the solution and the results. Let me close this program and open this solution for the fine mesh with the body of influence. And then double click on the Fluent, and it will open in the full mode, in the full view. And you can see that the number of nodes are 3,48,000. And this will automatically load all the settings, all the case and data file in the Fluent. And I just want to show you that in the monitors you can plot the result plots for the solution which is already run here. Click on plot, and you will see that the solution was run for the 500 iterations. And similarly, you can have these files with you. Let's say here the file, and also we have the output file, which is in the report def0 rfile.out. You can open this file from the directory and open in the Excel, and then you can plot also them there. So you can plot all these 3 parameters on 3 points, and in the Excel you can edit even the axis and produce a graph of your choice. This is how you can work with the workbench, and how to copy the same settings with the new mesh and then run the case in the workbench.